What's up, everybody? It's Comics Edition coming at you with another video. And today, as you can see, is the 100 sub contest. It's been a while. I know I've been lagging it. I'm actually already at 124, 125 subscribers, which is awesome and something I never really thought I would ever get. So I definitely want to thank the community. They received me with open arms. They were like, you should definitely do videos, because I was pondering of doing a video, but at the same time I was like, do I want to do this, because I suck talking while recording and I suck talking in public, well, in crowds, I guess, in front of crowds. But one to one, I'm good. I could keep up a conversation like nothing. It's just the whole talking in camera, let alone in front of a camera, that'd be probably worse. um I was gonna thank everybody, but there's so many channels that I have, and I would feel terrible if I would forget somebody. So I just want to thank everybody. Thank everybody for accepting me. I'm still slowly getting more comfortable in talking in front of a camera. I'm showing my actual personality, but so right now I'm still more a little bit in my shell, I guess. It's definitely, there's something I want to do, and hopefully you guys will like it. I'm doing more of a for people to laugh, people to enjoy life, just to have fun. So hopefully you guys will like a certain video I want to do soon. I'm trying to get together with one of my friends, and he's gonna help me out doing this video. But like I said, I want to thank everybody for accepting me, for welcoming me. The first one to tell me, give me advice, was actually Alex the Comic Hoarder. Um, then So my content's gonna be pretty easy. It's, you gotta be 18 over, you gotta be sub to my channel. I will ship anywhere, and I mean anywhere. And basically, you just gotta, for sure, you have to do a video. Hopefully, you guys are okay with that. And it's 3 simple questions that it could take 2-3 minutes or however long if you want to go into detail. There are some people that, like I said, they've done contests. I myself take a little bit of time when I do a contest video, which, like I said, it's fine. It's awesome, when you go into detail what you're talking about, and it's also cool when you go short. You're going straight to the point. This is what I like. This is what I do. Bam, bam, bam. So my first one is, choose a movie, any movie, but that's your favorite of all time. I have quite a few movies, well, a crap load of favorite movies. I always tell my wife, "Oh, you never seen it? Oh, this is definitely one of the best movies you should watch. We'll put it in right now." And then I'm like, man, I say that a lot. But basically, I want to show this movie because this movie, I saw it as a teenager, and it made me see life in a different way, if that makes sense. American History X, with Edward Norton and Edward Furlong, which, if he looks familiar, hopefully he does. He's actually the kid who was in Terminator 2, where he says, "Do not shoot humans, or do not kill." So he's actually the kid with that long hair and that little dirt bike, a little bit more grown up. And then, of course, Edward Norton. To me, this is when he was in his prime, and before he became, I guess, kind of a douchebag and stuff. And that's why he got, well, I'm not sure. I heard that's one of the reasons he got kicked out for the Hulk. This is such a good movie, guys. I definitely recommend it. As a teenager, I was an angry child. I was getting to fights nonstop. But, it all depends on where you live, how you grew up, and I lived in a tough neighborhood. So this movie right here is basically talk about, he's part of some cult, like a neo-Nazi group, and he's kind of becoming this up and coming leader who's straight out telling people, you don't smoke weed because white people don't smoke weed, you don't do this because such and such. He's like straight up hardcore white supremacist, And something happens where he goes to prison, starts seeing how things don't are not how he thinks they're supposed to be. He starts noticing these things that he's just not okay with. He's like, wait, I've been fighting all this time in outside in the streets, and I see that the main leaders in prison are making deals with anybody. So he starts viewing life of, why am I so angry? Why am I going through all this crap when I just shouldn't? Like, life shouldn't be like that. So basically, you see this man who's up and coming, like I said, white supremacist, neo-Nazi, and as he's getting older and he's in prison for something that happened, it changes his life and he starts viewing life differently. He actually becomes friends with an African American, realizes like, oh man, like I never thought this would happen. And so, oh man, I'm completely not making justice to this movie, but the back cover, like I said, it's this movie right here. It's hardcore. The racism, the violence. There's not a lot of violent scenes, but it's the language, the type of racism that's used here, where you hate this guy so much at the beginning, and then as the movie goes on, progresses, you realize, okay, you know what? It wasn't that he just was born like this. There had to be a role model that made him follow those footsteps. And so you got this kid who's Edward Furlong, but I forget his name in the movie, the character. He's following his brother's footsteps, and he's trying to change him from that. He's trying to tell him, no, that's not the way to live, man. Stop being angry. Being angry in life is just not worth it. And it's true. It's just not worth it, man. If we look at life in a positive way, enjoy life instead of looking at the small negative things, enjoy the bigger things. Oh man, or even the small things, enjoy them. Enjoy everything. Good movie, guys. Just watch this movie. Really recommend it. One of the best movies I had. I could watch it so many times and not get bored. The other one would be name 2 or more channels to sub. It's whatever you want. It doesn't have to be under 100 sub channels. It could be whatever, whether they change the way you view comics or the way you collect, or if there's a channel that's putting out some really good stuff and it's just not getting enough subs or not enough views, people are not noticing that person, go ahead, give them a shout out. For me, it would have to be a Silver Age Dave. Awesome guy. Like, I'm not sure if you guys have. I'm gonna leave this here for now. Oops. Awesome channel he has. He's taking a little break with to spend some time with his kids, take care of his house, which I hope he shows his final touches for summer. Well, summer over here. I'm not sure what's the weather like over there. But like I said, he has such an amazing channel. He changed the way I collect comics because I was just all over the place, and then I focused a little bit more on some of the writers that I already kind of figured I want to collect from Modern, but I love a lot of the Silver Age books, the art, stories. So I've kind of started collecting a lot of Silver Age. The other person is Doom143. Awesome guy. If you guys have ever seen his channel, I'm pretty sure all of you have. Has some awesome variants, awesome books, big boy books. He had currently stopped for a while, but then he'll put out a video here and there, which I hope he's watching. If he is, I hope he keeps on putting out some more awesome videos. Like I said, definitely should check out his channel if you've never, for whatever reason, have checked his channel. Puts out some awesome stuff. I know, a lot of awesome, but what else can I say? I'm speechless sometimes, some of the books he shows. The third one and final one is, a lot was focused on the art, which is fair. But on this one, I want to focus on a favorite writer of yours and a story arc you would recommend by that writer. One of my favorite writers, I have a couple in mind, but I just got the book, so I want to show it. I'm definitely gonna do a separate video for this book, but this is bam! Look at the size of that bad boy. It's Tokyo Ghost, the complete edition by Rick Remender. I've done a video about how I really loved it. Oh, sorry. I really love this story. The artwork itself it's amazing. But right now I'm gonna focus on this guy, Rick Remender. A lot of people get mad because he apparently gets wordy on his books, but if you ask me, he writes some really good stuff. This is what I mean, like when he does this right here. But you know what? If you're writing a good story, I have no issues with somebody who writes a lot of stuff or gets wordy in their books. This book right here, as I talked about, it's about the future. The future is bad. It's all gone to hell. There's only Japan left that didn't get stuck into the whole YouTube, phones, videos. Everybody looks down. Nobody looks up. And we're kind of headed there if you think about it. We're always looking down. Nobody looks up anymore to say excuse me, to say hey, how are you doing? Good morning, good evening. But that's, like I said, I'm gonna do a separate little review on it, but that's one of my top 3 books ever, especially from an independent story. Check it out, guys. Tokyo Ghost. So now I'm gonna show my giveaway real quick. So I focus all over the place because I want people to read some very independent books, because these writers, that's where they make a lot of their bigger monies, from independent, their own stories, not from DC, Marvel. Compared to independent and DC and Marvel, it's chump change to the big money. So a book that I read a couple years ago, I thought was pretty good. It's We Stand Guard. Shirtless Bear Fighter, if you saw the video I did on this, it's hilarious. Wildstorm #1. Wildstorm #2. Mother Panic, Batman Milk Wars. This is #1, part 2. Stan Lee meets Doctor Strange. Snot Girl. Basically what the title says, that girl has some issues. But it's a good read, it's a fun read. A book that a lot of people were complaining about, that says, oh, they're trying to copy Fantastic Four, da 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 da. It's a terrific, so I'm throwing in there just because I want people to read this book. It's a fun book. And Plastic Man's actually getting his own series pretty soon. I just like the cover on this one. It's Rebels #15. Starfire. Spider-Man #300. No, not amazing. Peter Parker, the Spectacular. Teen Titans. Starfire once again. What a difference in looks. Right here it looks like she had surgery, and right here she pre-surgery. This is Iceman. The whole trippy looking covers. Hope you guys saw that. This is, oh, can't go wrong with some Jim Lee. Superman #213 and #214. Awesome books. Jim Lee, 2004. Iron Man and Ironheart Generations #1. Kill the Minotaur. This is a really good book. Should have fun reading that. Matina cover right here actually is a totally awesome Hulk with Banner Hulk #1. This is a second print, Young Blood #1. And last but not least, Dark Knights Rising, The Wild Hunt. Shiny cover. It's a good story. So yeah, guys, that's my giveaway. I might throw a couple more books in there at the end. We'll see how it goes. I'm gonna go till the end of the month to get a couple videos in there. Hopefully you guys definitely give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and see you.